Get the introductions underway with Mr. Throwdown.
Here we go, Burlington fight fans. The following lightweight contest is being brought to you by Hometown Brew Company, Miji's Natural Medicine, BigOvenTeas.com, MPC Fitness, and Turtle Jacks, the official spot for the BTC after party. The third man in the cage will be referee Ivan Speck. Introducing your fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black, red, and white trunks.
Get the introductions underway with Mr. Throwdown.
Here we go, Burlington fight fans. The following lightweight contest is being brought to you by Hometown Brew Company, Miji's Natural Medicine, BigOvenTeas.com, MPC Fitness, and Turtle Jacks, the official spot for the BTC after party. The third man in the cage will be referee Ivan Speck. Introducing your fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black, red, and white trunks. Standing 6 feet tall, he weighed in at 156 pounds. He comes to the BTC cage representing Bearing Jiu-Jitsu with an even record of 7 wins and 7 losses. Fighting out of and representing Leroy, New York, ladies and gentlemen, here is Jacob Jaguar Bohn. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed in white. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed in at 155 pounds. He comes to the BTC cage representing Niagara Top Team with a record of 5 wins and 3 losses, with 1 win coming by way of submission and 1 big win coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, by way of Mother Russia, ladies and gentlemen, here is Vladimir Kazbekov. This BTC lightweight contest will be decided in 3 rounds or less. Referee Ivan Smith.
Referee Ivan Smith is the third and final man in the cage. Nice ovation for Vlad Kazbekov. And this should be a real fun bout, Josh. These guys both ready to get this one underway.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think it's going to be explosive off the bat.
Well, it's the Jaguar, and Vlad in one of the 365 videos said he's a snow leopard. So the Jaguar versus the snow leopard.
2 cats.
2 cats. Doesn't need to take place at African Lion Safari. It'll take place right in the center of the cage. And a big strike early on for Kazbekov. And he's looking for the finish early.
Big right hand by Vlad. Jacob looks to recover. Going for that head kick, being the taller guy. Oh.
Went to show his wrestling advantage.
Nice sprawl by Vlad.
Well, Vlad unloads some strikes, and there nearly went the takedown, nearly left his head open, did Bohn. Sprawls his way back up. Pushing off.
Bohn said he wanted to work his boxing more, but Bunny felt that power of Vlad, and he's looking to get this fight to the ground.
Yeah, Vlad's got a lot of power in that 155-pound body.
Yeah, he's a shorter guy. He's able to pack on some more muscle. Very explosive. There's a shot again by Bohn. Nice stuff by Vlad.
Yeah, real good stuff by Kazbekov. That's what working with Aaron Jeffries will do to you. You find a way to stuff a takedown.
Absolutely. Working with him, working with Chris Prickett. Vlad's wrestling has improved a lot. Bohn looking to press him against the cage here.
Yeah, Vlad. Ooh. Oh, nice back elbow from Bohn.
Crafty.
I don't like to see that. Well, that's what the 14 fights. Now make this your 15th will do. You'll find the little nooks and crannies to get some good shots in.
Vlad pushing up on that chin. Still working that overhook. Oh, Vlad tried for a trip there. He's going to end up on the bottom. He's worked his way back up.
Yeah, good job. Nearly had the weight shift in the wrong way. He's able to switch this one around and have Bohn up against the fence, going for the takedown. Shoves off. Bohn does Kazbekov.
A lot of energy used in those first 2 minutes there. Not even.
Trying to push his way forward. Here is Bohn.
Bohn likes that head kick, but he's got to set it up with something. He's throwing at Vlad Cien, he's blocking well. Ooh,
oh, and a spinning back fist from Kazbekov. Connect. Another one. All those guys from Russian Descent really love those spinning stuff.
They love it. They love the spinning back kicks, his fist. Nice stuff again by Vlad. Nice sprawl.
Good shot.
Nice scramble.
Nice scramble up by Bohn. Oh, and Kazbekov unloads a nice underhook shot.
Like we said, this is going to be a high-intensity fight, and that's what they're doing here. This is a lot of energy, a lot of explosiveness for both guys.
Yeah, Bohn really wants that takedown, and it's kind of abandoned all that striking he really worked on.
Yeah, he's high on that single leg now.
Trying to go below here. And got his hand.
Maybe looking for that. No, he switched off.
Good takedown defense as well. Good job by Kazbekov using his weight to his advantage right now.
Yeah, Vlad's going to make him carry his weight here too. Use the cage. Look for Bohn to separate, strike, and come back in on the takedown.
Both guys exchange some knees to the midsection. This right now is working out very well for Bohn. He's getting some energy back and avoiding those big shots that we've seen early on here from Kazbekov.
Nice knees from Vlad. Oh, a nice knee by Vlad there.
Oh, and a nice
goes with the head and arm throw, but he gets stuck.
It's stuff.
He might pop out the back here. Yeah, he's on top. Not a great spot for Vlad to be in here.
No, that looked like a nasty choke nearly set up there from Bohn. But now working in side control, here's Bohn as Kazbekov uses the fence to push off. But 1 minute remains here in the first.
Vlad's going to look to wall walk here. He pushes off, trying to create space. Vlad's going to look to shrimp towards Bohn. Get his legs inside, maybe get his back to the cage, work his way up. The side control, having both your hips and your shoulders on the mat is not a spot you want to be in.
Yeah, definitely right now, that's what Bohn wants to do is just pressure up. Nice switch, nice scramble from Kazbekov.
Bohn wanted to go to full mount there, got a little lazy with it. Vlad reversed it. Nice awareness by Vlad coming up on top here.
You said it before, Josh. Kazbekov's wrestling has grown leaps and bounds since the last time we've seen him in BTC.
Absolutely.
15 seconds left in the first round.
Very close round. You know, I hate to be a judge in this fight. You know, Bohn's putting the pressure on with the wrestling, but Vlad has landed some big shots.
And that's the horn to end the first round, where Bohn got off on the wrong foot with feeling the power from Kazbekov, but his wrestling background really paid off as he's able to turn the fight and get it his way to close out that first round.
Yeah, you know, we talked about him wanting to show off his boxing, but I think he felt the power of Vlad and turned it into a wrestling match.
And the wrestling match is definitely, I mean, as much as Vlad can work on MMA wrestling with Aaron and all those guys, when you have a pure wrestling background from the NCAA level, I mean, that's just, you just can't overcome that, really.
It's just some of those guys have like bred into them that, like, you know, that conditioning and that mental toughness. Wrestling is the hardest sport there is in this world, I believe. And having that from a young age and doing that, it just goes with you. And that's why you see so many wrestlers transition MMA and be so successful.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I think wrestling is the best background if you want to become a mixed martial arts fighter. You've already done like those weight cuts as well, so you're mentally prepared for that.
Absolutely.
But you could see in the opening moments of that first round, Vlad said he trained with a lot of bigger guys, and it showed with how he was able to get his strikes in there. I'll be real interested to see what adjustments both coaches tell their guys here as the second round's about to get underway. And here we go. Second round is underway. Bohn nice on his feet as well. Very light.
Leg kick by Bohn. There's that head kick again. Nothing set up in front of it though. Vlad blocks it, sees it coming. Bohn rushing in, just trying to put the pressure on Vlad. Nice inside leg kick. Oh, wrestling shot, totally.
Left his face open. Nearly got a big hook from Vlad.
Bohn again. Now Vlad pushes him to the cage. Back in this clinch position. The over-unders.
See what Vlad can do as well, using the knees to try to get the hands separated.
It's hard when it gets a longer guy. They have that leverage. They can get those hands wrapped where a shorter guy can't.
big shot, doesn't miss by much. Knee from Bohn. Bohn's also really thrown a lot of knees here in this bout early on.
Vlad's throwing a lot of power shots. You can see he's starting to get a bit tired here. You know, takes a lot. Oh, there's a nice right hand that lands. Bohn again, just that wrestling shot from outside. Vlad might be able to time that, maybe the uppercut or knee.
But you got to wonder, though, if you're Bohn, because you can see Vlad breathing really heavy. If you just keep trying to use that wrestling advantage, that may really work out right now, because those big shots, Bohn's been able to eat and walk through right now. Oh, and
nice
a big one there from Vlad. Puts Bohn down on the canvas, but able to get back up and sprawl, and he's got taken the back of Kazbekov.
Look for the up. Yep. Good job by Vlad. Got his overhook, got to the cage. Now they're back in the center here.
Thought about fake the takedown attempt. Good knee to the midsection from Kazbekov.
Again, ducks under with the shot. This is going to be a war of attrition here. Both guys going to be exhausted. He's looking for the switch, and he gets it.
Oh,
nice.
Full mount here for Bohn.
Nice transition from Bohn. Vlad's got to move here. He's got a big guy on top and pound away. He's got to buck his hips. He's got to shrimp. This ref.
A lot of ground and pound right now. Tries to switch over.
He's going to slide off. He's too high up.
And he slides out of that. Kazbekov throwing big bombs. Stuck in half guard right now. Nice work by Kazbekov, because that was a real tough prediction. And near full mount again.
Again, he's going to come out the back door. Front headlock for Vlad.
Nice job here by Vlad. Nearly got himself in a guillotine.
Very exciting scrambles here by both guys.
And for people that say wrestling and MMA is boring, just look at that.
Both guys exhausted here. That's so much energy being used in these scrambles in this wrestling.
Shot just clips the nose of Kazbekov from Bohn. Overhand right
by Vlad. Oh, both men landing.
Good scramble.
A head kick again.
Oh.
Deep breaths by both guys here. We still got a minute 40 in the second round.
Good job to switch positions.
Vlad takes it back. He's
changing
for
the
that
levels
switch again. Nice wrestling switch by Bohn. That's that wrestling experience. He's got the full mount again. Not a good spot for Vlad to be in. He's got to use the cage here, push off.
He's got to find a way to get that separation. Was able to show his good wrestling advantage, but right now Bohn's got Kazbekov pinned pretty nicely, and a lot of time to work as well, Josh.
Vlad might give up his back here. Bohn's got his hooks. He's gonna.
Good underhook shots from Bohn.
Vlad's gonna look to come out the back door. They're both really slippery, very sweaty. That's what happened the first time. Bohn got his back. He's pounding away here. This ref's looking closely. Vlad's got to make a move.
Looking to take the back, trying for the choke.
He's really high in the back. He's going to lose his position.
Now just Bohn trying to use his weight to flatten out Kazbekov.
Vlad's got to buck him off, shimmy and shake his hips. Nice job by Bohn.
He just crumbles down, does Kazbekov, but still great position here for Jacob Bohn.
Oh, he flattens him out. This is not a good spot. Vlad's
grounding and pounding his way.
Vlad's got to move here.
Vlad has to defend himself.
He's got 20 seconds to make a move.
Can Kazbekov survive with 20 seconds remaining? It comes out. Good job to switch off.
Bohn go for the armbar.
For the armbar is Bohn. 10 seconds remain.
Vlad's got to survive. Vlad's got to survive.
Vlad's got to. Oh, it gets a shot off here. And the horn will find its way through. Kazbekov survives the second.
Amazing. Second round, Jacob Bohn all over Vlad that end of that round. Vlad toughing it out. Hanging on to that bell. Both guys going to be exhausted. This break is huge for both men.
That was MMA wrestling at its finest. We saw Bohn not once but twice have full mount on Vlad Kazbekov. Kazbekov showed off his wrestling, but you just got to wonder how much is left in the tank of Kazbekov. Looking at him right now, Josh, heavy, deep breaths where you know Bohn's tired, but definitely not as tired as Kazbekov, having to carry Bohn's weight all that second round.
Yeah, this is where attrition comes in, conditioning comes in. The ref taking a close look at Vlad here.
Yeah, ref definitely is. I think Kazbekov will be fine to make it out.
Seconds out. Bohn's off his stool.
Referee looking in here to see if Kazbekov's going to be okay to make it out to the third. He's going to call it.
He calls the fight. He calls the fight. Vlad's unable to answer the bell. Jacob Bohn takes the win.
Jacob Bohn, the Jaguar, was on the prowl, showed his wrestling ability to the finest, and now moves to 8-7 as a pro. Great display of wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and all the fundamentals that make MMA so great by Bohn.
That background in wrestling all those years, this is where it paid off here. He was able to push the pace and was able to break his opponent and make him not come out for the third round out of sheer exhaustion. I don't know if Vlad's hurt, or I just think he's super, super tired. He can't even move. He can't even stand up.
Yeah, he went right back on the stool, did Kazbekov. But just an exciting fight, though. As we see right here, some of the highlights. Kazbekov came out swinging early on. There's a big one right there. And just more action here. And we'll take a look at the scrambles. This is where it was in full mount. And from that point on, Bohn was able to turn the tide and come away to close out that second round in impressive fashion. And unfortunately, Kazbekov couldn't answer the bell. And Jacob Bohn will win this one via a TKO.
Both of these fighters look really tired. They must have been retired in 3 matches.
Yeah, that was a lot of energy exerted by both men. Bohn getting the spray down as well. But we're waiting for them to come up. Now Bohn needs a sit on the stool as well, getting iced down. But let's go throw to the cage, inside the cage with Mr. Throwdown to make this official.
Let's have a big round of applause, please, for both of the fighters in this cage. At the end of the second round, Vladimir Kazbekov fails to answer the bell for the third round. Therefore, your winner by TKO at the end of the second round, Jacob Jaguar Bohn.
We'll throw it up inside the cage for the interview with Josh Hill and Jacob Bohn.
Here with your winner, Jacob Bohn. Jacob, that was a battle of attrition, battle of wrestling. You said you want to showcase your boxing a bit more. You came out here and you made it a wrestling match. How do you feel right now?
I was definitely dehydrated or something was going on before this fight. I don't like excuses, so I don't let anybody know, but I had some bubble butt in this fight. But it was good. I learned a lot of boxing with my boxing coach Jeff here, and I just, I'll talk eventually. Still do. So.
Being a long-time wrestler, how did your wrestling pay off in this fight, your conditioning? How do you feel after that?
Like I said, there was something going on inside. I was really exhausted. I'm not gonna like that. My went down to the 6-2, so I'm like, oh, something's wrong before. Whatever, it's a fight. We just learn and grow.
You just beat Vlad Kazbekov, a very, very tough guy. What's next for you? Do you want to come back to the BTC cage? What do you want to do?
Whoever, I just like to fight tough guys. Like I said, whenever, wherever. I like to prove my strength. Come back at it, whenever, wherever.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jacob Bohn.
And that was gentleman Josh Hill, everybody.
Well, there you heard it from Jacob Bohn. Did say something about a shoulder injury as well, so really had to gut his way through that. And that's an impressive win right now. I'd like to see Bohn back here in BTC as well to continue this momentum here at the 155 division. He beat a real tough guy, but was able to just exhaust him into really not being able to make it out.
Yeah, you know what? He pushed the pace. He's exhausted himself. But, hey, he got the job done. That's a battle of will, attrition. And, hey, big win for him.
Well, Josh, you're the one that's been in the cage. Explain what Kazbekov was going through in terms of exhaustion. I'm sure you've reached that point in your career.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You know what? I don't know if it was an injury or if he was actually just exhausted, but that feeling where you can't lift your arms, your legs feel like they're, got cinder blocks attached to them, your lungs are burning. It sucks, but that's where the training comes in. That's where the hard training is in, and conditioning is key.
Conditioning definitely is key. Unfortunately, it just couldn't happen tonight for Kazbekov. He was looking really good in that fight as well.
Yeah, he had success early. He was defending takedowns. Also, being the smaller guy, carrying that weight does pay, taxing on your body.
All right, one more fight before intermission time. Let's throw it up to Mr. Throwdown.